Thank you. Our next question will go to Uta Spangenberger, ARD.
Mr. Secretary of Defense, hello. Ukraine is demanding permission from the United States to attack targets in deep Russia with long-range weapons. What is your opinion on that?
What is my opinion on long-range weapons? You know, Uta, what I have been focused on throughout is trying to help Ukraine be successful in this tactical fight, in this operational struggle to make sure that it can defend its sovereign territory. And there's a number of ways to accomplish that. We said all along, Uta, there's no one capability that will in and of itself be decisive in this campaign. You know, we had this discussion about tanks. We had this discussion about other capabilities. And each time we point out that it's not just one thing, it's the combination of capabilities and how you integrate those capabilities to achieve objectives. So we're going to remain focused on doing everything we can, Uta, to ensure that they have what they need to be successful and to create the right dynamics on the battlefield that maybe create some opportunities and that help Ukraine better defend its sovereign territory. And they haven't done so bad, Uta. You know, if you think about the fact that what I said earlier, this is the largest military in Europe that they faced. And when this conflict started, Ukraine didn't have much of a military, much of an army to speak of. But they built capability over time, and they've been able to do that with the tremendous security assistance that allies and partners have provided them throughout. So I don't believe that one specific capability is going to be decisive. But again, our approach to integrating things and to making sure that they have the right skill sets to employ those capabilities, and those capabilities are, you know, linked to specific objectives. So.
Thank you, sir. Our next question will go to Charlie D'Agata, CBS News.
Thank you. First of all, Mr. Chairman, when it comes to the operation in Kursk, how satisfied are you that they have the resources that they need, especially as we head into the winter months? And are there contingency plans underway, or at least in place, should they need to be redeployed? And Mr. Secretary, I have to go back. President Zelensky has repeatedly requested for these long-range attacks inside Russia. Even allies agree. So what is stopping the United States from giving the go-ahead?
Again, I don't believe what is stopping the United States. I don't believe one specific capability will be decisive, and you know, I stand by that comment. I think Ukraine has a pretty significant capability of its own to address targets that are well beyond the range of ATACMS or even Storm Shadow, for that matter. And as we look at the battlefield currently, we know that the Russians have actually moved their aircraft that are using the glide bombers beyond the range of ATACMS. So this is an interesting argument, but again, I think, you know, for the foreseeable future, we're going to make sure that we remain focused on helping them do those things that are enable them to be effective in defending their sovereign territory.
Mr. President, excuse me, Mr. Secretary, President Zelensky and others have said that there are other strategic targets inside Russia within range that could be effectively taken out with these long-range weapons.
There are a lot of targets in Russia, big country, obviously, and there's a lot of capability that Ukraine has in terms of UAVs and other things to address those targets.
Charlie, to answer your question on Kursk, and this is one of the areas that, as we talked to the Ukrainians and some of the conversations we had today, and the conversations I've had with my counterpart, General Sersky, is ensuring they have the capabilities logistically to support themselves while they're there in Kursk. And so that is the conversation. At the same time, how do we make sure that they're able to, tied to the earlier question, protect growth as well? And so it's how they balance out that capability, and in addition to that, continue the force generation that's required to ensure they have the force, not only through the winter, but after they get through the winter as well. And so these are the conversations we're going to have with them, and very positive conversations with the Ukrainian delegation that was here today.